What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action. Spawning on the top of the map in the sky blue color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Lordy. His partners today in the yellow color, playing as Thor. His name is Revan, and in the top right-hand corner, in the green color, playing as Hades. His name is Tarko. And together, they make the clan A4G. Clan A4G has been constructed. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who A4G is, they're Greek. They're all Greek. It's a Greek clan. Their opponents today, in the blue color, playing as Zeus. His name is Novus. His partners today, in the red color, playing as Hades. His name is Count Von Count. And then finally, in the purple color, the pink color, the purple color, who knows? The magenta color, playing as Gaia. His name is Miracle. And together, they make the team JSS. And the map is Mediterranean. We do have a very interesting composition here, though, constructed by JSS. I actually think this is one of the most S-tier compositions for Mediterranean, though. I think you can make some very different teams which are equally as good. But the Gaia with the Greek players means that you can actually skip a storehouse in the early stages. Not only that, you get the bonus wood. So you can get away with putting only 4 villages on wood and getting like a 4:15 advance time or a 4-minute advance time with 9 fishing ship. It's absolutely insane. And not only that, you could also skip the granary and go straight onto pigs, which we didn't see here from Count Von Count. So not completely abusing this Gaia Forest to the fullest of its potential. But I would, if I was the Gaia player here, I would give the Gaia Forest to the flank first, so that they get the faster advance time, so that they can be putting pressure on as fast as possible. If you give it to the pocket, then they've got that extra travel time, so that advance time doesn't end up mattering as much. So those little things can help out quite a bit. Now, if we move over here and we see what exactly the other team is constructed, we have a Thor, we've got a Poseidon, and we've got a Hades. So a slightly different composition here with the Poseidon. I'm not exactly sure what the full reason for the Poseidon was. Normally you see Zeus on this map instead of Poseidon because you get restoration. And when you have all of the boats moving around, you want to be using that restoration to heal not just your boats up, but also your partner's boats up. So you could potentially get 3 lots of naval ships restored and win easy fights. Or at least go even with your opponent who has the same composition. But with Poseidon, you only get access to Pestilence or Ceasefire. So we'll see what Lordy's going to go with here. But the big question mark is, Thor in a team game on Mediterranean, is that going to be okay here or not? Now, of all of the Norse gods for Mediterranean, I'd say Thor is the best because you do get access to the Dwarven gold mine. But you don't get access to Heimdall, which I feel like is a really big ticket god for the water for Norse on Mediterranean, because you get access to that upgrade. If we take a quick look at it here, no, you don't get to see it. Nope, there it is. Arctic Gale, is that right? Oh, that doesn't seem right. I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, there's a boat upgrade that comes with Heimdall, which can end up helping out the Thor players quite a lot. So we'll see how things are going. We've got Oceanus coming through. We've got Athena coming through. There's no surprises over here. On the other side of the map, we've got Athena coming through a little bit slow here from Tarko. Lordy going through Hermes here as well. And Freya very slow from Revan. Now, if you're a budding Age of Mythology player, you want to get as good as you possibly can in Age of Mythology, there's a couple of things, or a couple of builds you need to be nailing. So one of the builds you need to nail is a Mediterranean 430 build. It's as simple as that. 430, 2 docks, 3 docks if you're, some civilizations go 3 docks, some civilizations go 2 docks, but essentially every single civilization can do a 4:39 fishing ship advance time in some way, shape, or form. As we do see the Carnivora getting dropped down there. Oh! Sark is no longer. Revan! No! Happy Carnivora, though, as the boats are going to start coming through here. Looking around for some cheeky damage. As the fishing ship's getting taken out over on this position here. Fishing ship's getting dropped in, and we will be seeing a little something over here as the triremes retreating back. What's the plan in this game as everyone's running around in this middle of the map? That looks like Lordy is the only one here at this point. So you've got to be really careful taking these fights because effectively 3 triremes against 9 boats. 4 triremes against 9 boats plus a 7. That's not a winning formula for Lordy here. He's going to be trying to delay as much as he can as Revan is in a very difficult position. They did go through Hermes, so I do think that Ceasefire right now is well and truly worth it. As everyone is in a lot of trouble over here. Meanwhile, we're also seeing Taco under pressure as well. 8 trireme to 4 trireme here for Taco as he's retreating away here, trying to do his best, but it just doesn't seem to be working that well. As Lordy is coming in, he's helping a lot. He's trying to micro over on this position here to help out. We are seeing Revan retreating his longboats as best as he possibly can here. But Miracle is in. Count Von Count is in. And now we see Nullus circling in onto the back here as well as a triple is coming in. And there's the Ceasefire coming through from Lordy. As a little bit of reprieve here for A4G. Revan should drop his fishing ships back out of his docks as soon as he can. If we take a quick look at what Revan's actually got is a 5? No, 6. Revan's got a lot of wood in the back, not a whole lot of gold at this point. Not exactly sure what's going on there. Looks like he doesn't actually have an ox cart at this point in a bit of a crisis state here. Not only that, well, Lordy's actually got his Centaur over there, so that's going to help out a little bit here. As the Caladria coming in, going to heal up all these boats. The thing is, the Caladria is bonkers. It's 15 HP per second when it's idle. 15 HP is very fast. So you're going to basically be able to get yourself a ton of extra resources from this Caladria. And it's actually worth it to build a second one because it'll pay itself off and interest. It's only 100 wood, 25 gold. Favors free for Atlantean. We do see these longboats over here getting out of position, getting picked off. The longboats retreating back. We still haven't seen Revan getting himself any sort of second town center or anything. So still going to be trying to fight the water at this point. And we see both of the Greek players taking this opportunity during the ceasefire to just say, look, we know that we can't necessarily win the water straight away here, but what we can do is grab a town center, and our opponents cannot. So they're going to find their advantage where that's concerned instead of just spamming ships. But it looks like Nullus and Count Von Count are going to continue to push through here and have a very, very easy time of it. So we see the first restoration getting dropped. All these boats going to come back up to relatively full HP. If you are unaware, you can stop the low HP boats by spamming Q and insta heal them back up. Because restoration heals at like something crazy, I can't exactly remember what the total is, like 500 HP per second or something. But when the units are moving or fighting, it gets taken down by like to its 10% value. So it's like 50 HP per second that it recovers or something like that. I can't exactly remember what the exact numbers are, but if they're not moving and they're not taking damage, they will go junk right back up to full HP. As we do see Lordy getting cleaned up here on this location. We've got Taco now coming over to help out. Bunch of boats here that can be cleaned up here, and it does look like this is going to be a relatively quick game here for Team JSS, as restoration being dropped onto this position as well by Nullus, saying, look, I just want to kill you off here. We see a little bolt over on this position as Jason is going to kill off the Minotaur. And the town center is going to get grabbed by Nullus, going up to 3 town centers here. Still no town center grab here for Revan. Revan's still getting some fishing ships over here. He's still making boats. No longer making boats. It seems no, he's still making longboats over here. As Taco now looking to retreat away from all of the JSS boats here. As Taco in a very, very difficult position, it would seem. There's a town center up now for Lordy as he's going up to 3 town centers as fast as he possibly can. But Miracle, Nullus, and I'm sure Count Von Count very soon will be on their 3 town centers as well as winning the water. So the economic advantage which JSS has right now is going to be through the roof. It's absolutely insane. You can see that the villagers are able to be supported on all of these town centers. Also going to be eating the boars over here, throwing down the granary, not letting any of those resources go to waste here. If we take a look over here, do we see upgrades? Yeah, we've already got Purse seen through for Nullus. He's playing out of his mind here in this game. Count Von Count also has himself Purse seen and everything else. It's now units going to be moving forward for Miracle, and Revan's just got nothing in his base, no buildings anywhere, no second town center. Just, yeah, he's going for his town center now, but there's a Minotaur already over here for Count Von Count. Luckily, there are Herso over here that can deal with this. In fact, it looks like this Minotaur will actually pick off a Herso. That's actually huge here, as the other Herso will be able to clean up that Minotaur, but a little bit of unfortunate shenanigans coming through for Revan as the Triremes coming in onto this position trying to help out. Nullus over here defending everything. We do see the longboats trying to pick off some fishing ships over here, but Count Von Count is already on the defense here, as now we see Apollo coming through for Count Von Count. There's a really, really spicy play you can do here with like the Hades Zeus combo, where the Zeus player stays in the classical age, gets themselves medium infantry, makes themselves a ton of hoplites, and then you just get the underworld from your Hades buddy and move through together. So the Hades can move either player can move their buildings into this position or over to here, whichever one, doesn't really matter, but you can just you can just underworld and send the Zeus units through, which have got the basically have the siege capabilities of Zeus, and then you can take down buildings really quickly and get a very, very fast win here with a little bit of coordination. Obviously, we are seeing Count Von Count spamming out his own hoplites here. We've got a Katoskopos already in position for Count Von Count, so he's going to be looking for something to do here as we see this building, or this town center, is now being surrounded by Gaia Lush. Miracle says, I'm not going to allow this one to get taken at any point here, as we do see the town center just about up. Farms coming down here as well for Revan. Absolute nightmare. He can't grab these boar in the middle of the map either. Things are looking very, very bad over here as the Apollo has come through. The units are moving in onto this position over here. You can see that this is what's happening. A little bit of uncoordinated. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more coordination here from Team JSS to get this underworld with the Zeus as well onto the back, but not happening just yet. Where'd that to the Katoskopos going to be looking for something over here? Maybe can come in and clean up Revan over here with the underworld on this position here, and there he goes with that one. We see the units are in. There's no these are only Hades hoplites, so they're not going to clean this town center up very fast, but it's still going to be 14 hoplites, which is still a lot, as they're going to push in here, as well as the Katoskopos, the Ajax, and everything else. Got some buildings getting dropped over here. The Toxotes coming in to clean up Revan's units on this position. Revan's going to get pushed off this gold mine, so he's got no gold left on the map. He can't go backwards or forwards. We see Nullus pushing through on the front over here as the granary coming up, and Taco in some very, very dangerous waters here. Quite literally in some dangerous waters here. He's surrounded on the water, as well as being attacked on the front over here. But town center just about to fall, as Count Von Count can grab this town center for himself as it goes down in. Even without the Zeus hoplites, it seems to work, and that's a lot of farms down the drain there as well for Revan. He's stuck in his base. He's got no gold mine to think of. He's the Valkyrie getting taken down over here as the Gatherer gets picked off, as we see the Valkyrie getting cleaned up over here as well, as the Manticore does go down there, but heavy hoplites is in. Town center is grabbed. More hoplites going to be moving in, as this town center will be probably falling very soon as well. As now look at all these. We got 16 hoplites at 9.6 damage per second, plus the help of Miracle coming in here to take this one out. This is going to be a game for the books. A4G still not tapping out, but Lordy does hit the heroic gauge. Will have a curse. Can drop a turn over here. Will use it, but I mean, he picks off a whole bunch of these units. There's still tons left here. Not only that, there's economy up the wazoo, as we say over in Australia here. I'll let you think about what that means. And Revan does tap out. Lordy taps out, and Taco will be soon to follow, I'm sure. A dominating display here from Team JSS. Really, I don't know what else to say. If you want to participate at the highest level in a map where teams can pick the home map, you got to start making them feel like they can't feel safe picking Mediterranean. Because honestly, if I'm completely honest, Mediterranean, there's not a whole lot of skill that goes into Mediterranean. The big thing you have to do is advance at 430 and not fight. If you're playing against a team that has a micro lords, all you do is you sit back, you play defensive. And as soon as teams do that and they get the 430 build down, they get their boats producing effectively, there's a I can't exactly remember what the population cap is that you're aiming for, but something like 7 minutes, 60 population or 70 population, one of the two. I can't remember exactly what it is, but if you nail that in single player and you can do that, then every single time on Mediterranean, you should be able to deal with these kinds of Mediterranean lords. I mean, this is Miracle, Nullers, Count, Von Count. These are top players to be sure, but you can level the playing field by just not playing into their strategy, playing defensive, getting out your boats, playing good teamwork, all of that good stuff, and being fine. But advancing this late, losing the early game that hard, JSS is going to punish you every single time, and teams of that caliber as well. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.